Truly, what word lies on the cusp between meh and based?
Yeah, this is a very deep moment. So we're gonna rank what the alt lines in Marvel Rivals are. So like, Born Again, hype as fuck. That goes in based here.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the line that they say when you're playing them, and then when the enemy teams play them, because I think they have two versions of their alt line. So
A can be a vibe.
Situationally, a vibe, yeah.
I Am Groot is meh.
What else is he gonna say?
I don't get it. It's meh.
He can't say anything else. How are you gonna roast Mans for like not literally that being his only language? Like,
I don't care. Okay, I don't care if it makes me a racist.
Brutus.
You know what I'm putting in base though? Fucking your powers are mine.
Yeah, your powers of mine goes very hard.
I'll let you pick the next one since you disagree with my Groot choice.
Oh, what is? Do you know? I'm gonna tell. I'll go off a rip. Though I know one that pisses me off, which just needs to go in cringe. It's Hawkeye's "Woo, I never miss."
It doesn't suit his character at all.
It's so annoying. It just wouldn't say it.
Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? Violates Facebook community standards, and that's gonna be pure. Don't know what she says after that. She's never finished that sentence.
I know that you're also a Penny main like me. So if you, she says one word, I'm like, cool, you've been insta stunned. Try again in like 5 minutes. What does Venom say? Does he say we are Venom?
He says yes in French.
We.
Yeah, that's all I've ever heard him say. We. How are we feeling about French Venom?
French Venom. Oh, I
mean, it's an iconic line. We are Venom.
But it's got like the same energy as I am Groot.
It does. I want to put it in there. Is that what you're going for?
I know you're Venom. And you know what's a shame? If he's on your team, he says we hunger. Which is so
I think
cool.
that's a lame one.
But no, if you're playing against him, he has to let you know that he is Venom.
And that he's agreeing with you in French as well.
Yeah.
Where do you think he should go? Do you reckon he's meh?
Oh, yeah. I don't think. Do you know what? I think the Venom fanboys after the Venom movie came out really killed how cool the We Are Venom line would have been. Because everyone was just like tagging their posts with We Are Venom. I'm like, please no.
Okay. Do you know what I think should be at the very top of based?
Yeah.
Fear Magneto, and then if he's on your team, for mutant kind. How hype is that?
I just feel like him saying. I just don't feel like anyone else could get away with saying fear and then their name. Just like, yeah.
The only downside is the ult is kind of shit, but the line is hype.
I just can't imagine Doctor Strange being like fear Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Or, like fear Iron Man. It only works because it's him. But then I don't.
He's like the oldest character in the game as well. He's like 120 or something at this point. The Holocaust happened a long fucking time ago. And that's tied to his backstory, so he's gonna keep just getting older for no reason.
Fear Magneto, it's like, cool, if I'm a support, I will. If I'm anyone else, I'm just gonna
Oh yeah, if you're Cloak and Dagger, you're done. You're not making that out alive.
I enjoy For Mutant Kind so much more than Fear Magneto.
I think it's a better line. It's definitely so much more hype.
You walk at 0.5 miles an hour. Like, what am I scared of? Good Magneto is a scary though.
He's like canonically like one of the strongest characters in the MCU though.
What's your opinion on Behold Darkchild?
I like it. I think I'd probably put it in a vibe.
Oh, I just if she said Behold Magic, it would be in cringe. But it's like, okay, Behold. Like at the end of the day, it's just a synonym to Fear Magneto.
Yeah.
Is it not?
I think it's the voice effect that makes it sound cooler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's got that slight like reverb on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the Punk Child version of it. The new Punk Child goes hard. That's obviously a skin one, isn't it? And not the actual one. Like, are you a fan or are you not a fan of Punk Child or Dark Child?
Oh, the punk child one goes very hard. I mean, I think it can go in a vibe on the fact that punk child exists.
Yeah, because I that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it can go in there because of that. That saves her from being in meh.
I can't play her for shit, so I'm terrible with any melee character.
So
I just can't do it. Alright, how do we feel about We Are Undefeatable?
Oh, it's so cringe.
It's cringe. Wait, that thing, her character is cringe. She is cringe.
I don't know if she's allowed to be in meh because she embraces being cringe. Like,
she's cringe, but I think we should put her at the very top of cringe.
She's free.
Yeah,
she's free. I feel like Friends Gather Round is like actually not terrible.
Yeah, that
like,
one actually makes sense. But We Are Undefeatable is
But We Are Undefeatable. I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait 5 seconds and then you'll literally be killed.
My favorite thing about Mantis is the fact that she's not actually healing you. She's just gaslighting you into thinking you're better.
Yeah. I play a bit of Mantis as well, and I just whenever I hear like, oh, I'm only doing it because there's like maybe a couple of people that need healing, and I know I'm gonna get it back in about a couple minutes time. Okay, I'm trying to think of what. Oh, do you know what one do you know what one infuriates me? Black Widow's plasma burst. Or
I'm not a fan of that one at all.
Exploding plasma. It's so awful.
That's
like
Mind the Exploding Plasma is definitely cringe.
It's both are like, and then if you're playing against her, she says plasma burst, and then depending on where you are on the map, she doesn't even say burst. She just says plasma.
All right, Black Widow. Is she going in cringe?
She needs to.
Do you know what I quite like? And I'm not sure if you'll agree with me, guys, but I quite like Armed and Dangerous.
No, Armed and Dangerous goes quite hard. Actually, he can go in a vibe.
If it's a really good Winter Soldier and you can hear him going again and again, that's a good sound. But when it's on the enemy team, it's a bad sound.
I'm not mad about Stand Down as well when he's on the team and he says that. Like, that's whatever.
One thing I know Harpy says, and I agree with this. I think if he's on your team and he gets it again, I don't think he should say again. Like, maybe he should say one more so you know it's on your team.
Yeah. I've been in so many situations where the enemy Winter Soldiers are at the same time as ours, and you can just hear again going off. I'm like, who's who? Please.
Yeah, I think if they had another line for when he's on your team, I think it'd be a lot easier to keep track of whether or not it's your Winter Soldier that's doing good or bad. I'll let you pick the next one.
Alright, what's your opinion on The Moon Haunts You?
I like it when he says leave them to honk you.
Honk you?
That's what we say every single time I use my ult, because I play Moon Knight as DPS.
Yeah.
And every time I do my ult, my whole team's like, leave them to honk you. I'll be honest, I think it's meh.
Yeah, it's just... It's kind of cool because of there's some music behind it when he does it.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
The ultimate itself is cool, but I think the line, I think it's pretty standard for what Moon Knight says.
Yeah, I just don't know if Moon Knight would actually say the moon haunts you.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen the Moon Knight TV series,
Yeah,
right?
the Moon Knight series is pretty sick.
There's no way my boy, like Stephen Grant or Mark Spector is saying the moon haunts you.
I think the worst part is he's got much cooler voice lines in game.
He does.
He has so many cool voice lines to the point where his ultimate one just kind of feels lackluster in comparison.
Yeah, it can go in meh. Like, just.
I think the funniest line he has is when he says, "Wait, that tree was real," when he kills Groot.
Yeah. Oh, Judge Your Executioner actually goes quite hard.
It does. I'm tempted to put it in a vibe.
Yeah, it can go to vibe. It's
yeah,
not like,
I don't like
the
one when he's on your team. It's like, I'm doing it my way. I think that's a bit lame.
I know, it's so like, I'm doing this my way. It's like, what? With guns?
Yeah,
cool,
but what he's saying, like, I swear, right? If Daredevil Born Again does not have a scene where Joe Barenthal says Judge, Jury, Executioner, that series would be for nothing.
Yeah. Missed opportunity.
We need it.
What's the opinion on Namor? Because he doesn't say anything. He just blows a horn.
He just toots his own horn.
lobs a whale at you.
Well, I think he deserves to be in meh.
I wish he said something, because
Yeah.
he's so vocal throughout the whole game, and then he ults and he just doesn't say anything.
I'm playing him in meh, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not cringe, but it's
No.
not a vibe either. What, you've blown a horn after you've been yapping the whole game.
Alright, how do we feel about co-op time?
Oh, co-op.
Us Against the World goes pretty hard. But co-op
Yeah,
time.
Us Against the World goes pretty hard. Co-op time is like, what do you mean? Like, you could have said anything else.
Yeah.
Right. Us Against the World is like, I wouldn't say it's cringe, and I feel like it's better than meh, so it can go in a vibe, I think.
Yeah, I think
It's
it
not
gets in
bad.
I think the only thing stopping it from being based is co-op time.
Yeah. Co-op time is actually what? Just like, what are you saying?
Oh, how do you feel about Daddy Strange?
Oh, what?
I unleashed the
By
Vishanti's
the
power.
Oh,
Those go pretty good. I'd be okay putting him in based.
he can go in based. Like it goes so hard, especially with the effects and the sound effects as well.
I think both versions of it are based.
Mm-hmm. I want your opinion on Wolverines because all he does is make noises.
Well, I mean, when he's on your team, it says Berserker Rage.
Berserker Rage. We were talking about this yesterday. I was like, man, like he wouldn't actually say Berserker Rage. Like,
He
Wolverine
wouldn't
would
know.
not
I
say
think
this.
it's
He
cringe
would
because it's
not
out of
say
character.
this. Yeah, that's the thing. But like, when you're against him, he just starts yelling.
Yeah,
Like, he
that's
just
probably
starts
more in character
screaming.
actually.
Yeah, just like they couldn't do what they did with Jeff and just have him.
I
Make
mean, his
different-
ultimate is literally raw
Growling
nuzzles
noises.
you.
Yes.
I'm putting him in cringe.
Yeah, you can go in cringe. Just Berserker Rage just absolutely kills it. Like there's Wolverine would never say this.
All right, have you ever trembled before Bast?
Oh my god. I don't know how to feel about it. It's not going in based.
Thing is, right, it's
What's
such a
your
shit
opinion on
ultimate.
Tremble Bast?
There's no
I
way
know.
around it. It's a shit ultimate. I've only ever seen a Black Panther kill someone with his ultimate once.
Is it cringe or does it go in meh though?
What's his alternate line when he's on your team when he does it?
I think he said. Oh, what does he say? I think he says, "Bast guide my spear."
Something forgettable. I'm
Which
putting him
is-
in meh. I can't even remember what his alternate one was.
I think he says, "Bast guide my spear," which is actually kind of better.
It is. All I ever remember here is tremble before and then dead.
Hey, no, you're a penny main. You get to trem and he's done.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, he died straight into my minds, always. Without
it's
fail.
just trem at that point. Yeah, exactly.
Right, do you know what? I'm putting Captain America in violates Facebook community standards.
Assemble. Oh, what does he say if he's on your team?
Is it like For Liberty or something like that?
Oh my gosh, hold on. I need to look this up.
He says together to victory.
Oh my god, yeah, he does. Together to.
No, that's cringe.
I
I'll
love
put him in
how
cringe. I don't think it's as bad as pure
so
chaos.
Funny because he says assemble so loud. He says it like a scream, and then if he's on your team, he just says together to victory in his normal voice. What's the opinion on Maximum Pulse?
I like it. I might say it's
Cute.
vibe.
What did he say if he's on your team again?
Pulse charge fire, which isn't quite as
That's
hard.
it. Okay. Okay. It can go in a vibe. I think it's cooler than being in meh, but it's up to you.
How do you feel about cheaper town halls? Or cheaper town homes?
Chiguang Chong Hongo is actually unironically hard. The thing that makes me sad is that when him and Psylocke ult in their native languages, and then when they're on your team, they talk English.
Yeah.
Like, why do you language nerf them?
So, like, if I'm playing a backline character, the moment I hear someone, like, saying, like, obviously the Dragon Unleashed or whatever, they're like, oh shit, my supports are all gonna die now, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Jingguang Shanghong goes pretty hard, actually.
I'll put it in vibe.
Like, the Dragon Unleashed and Watch Me Soar just have such a different vibe than...
Yeah, the actual Chinese and Japanese sounds much better.
Right? And then it's like, Watch Me Soar. Like, what? Psylocke, you wouldn't say this. Queen, this isn't you.
I think Hulk deserves to be in mech, because all he says is Hulk smash. Why the fuck can you say that for every attack?
You have to count both of his ults though, right? Because he ults once to say I'm hulking out, and then when he ults again, it's Hulk smash.
The I'm hulking out one, the animation for that is cool. But I don't think the voice line is.
No. Yeah, it's whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, you're just...
The animation is cool as fuck, though, with the camera panning around him.
He can go in meh with the other two characters that say their own name.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm also going to put... Even though I'm a Penny main, I'm putting Penny in meh as well.
Oh, it's... By the time, it's just so, like... Why you
I'm willing to put it in Cringe, actually.
It kind of is, and then... If she's on your team, she's just spider mode. I'm like, please, you could...
Her ult is also really shit.
It's not bad if you're trying to capture point.
I think it's only useful when you're playing domination. In that case, you can sort of lock down the point for a bit.
Yeah, on
it's a situational one, but like if you're like on attack, it's next to useless.
Yeah, I'm just at that point. I'm just doing it to chase him away. It's just area denial, basically. Oh, what's your opinion on Star-Lords?
I don't like it. I think it's cringe.
I hate it.
I'm willing to put it in violent community standards, actually.
Yeah, also because if he's on your team, he just says alright.
Plus, I'm not a fan of Legendary. It's so cringe.
Why are you dragging it out that long? I hate it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, do you know what should be in based? Fucking Storm.
It's
Feel the Wrath of the Goddess, right?
Yeah, that it goes very hard. And then if she's on your team, like if I hear Hurricane incoming, I get so fired up as well.
Yeah. And she has another line, if you do the combo with Johnny Storm as well.
Yes, yeah.
Can't remember what it was, but I remember it being pretty hard as well. Alright, what about Hell Unleashed?
I think it's a vibe because
I think so.
It's redeemed by a Feast for My Crows, which goes pretty hard.
I think a Feast for My Crows is probably better as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, she can go to vibe. It's not like base.
It's not like
it's a pretty
the Wrath of the Goddess level vibe or the Shanti Unleashed. I once played a competitive match and I had a really good Hela on my team and I was playing as Loki. And I didn't realize this. Do you know when Hela gets a kill, Loki can get some extra health, right?
Yeah.
It can stack, so I had like 800 health at one point.
Oh my god.
Because she was mowing them down. I realized, oh shit, I just not died this entire game because this Hela's given me so much health.
That's actually really good to know. What the hell?
Yeah. I think Jeff goes in based.
Yeah, just different variations of nom nom nom.
Like, you don't even tell if it's on your team or not, because it basically sounds the same either way. The only way I can tell when the Jeff is on the enemy team or not is if I've got the subtitles on, and it tells me.
Yeah, and then it's he sounds slightly less vicious.
Yeah.
If he's on your team, yeah.
But like in the game when there's like multiple ults going off at once and like fucking music for overtime playing, it's impossible to tell.
Yeah. Different tones of nom nom nom.
Alright, how are we feeling about Luna Snow?
Oh god. I am ready to put on a show. It's the
Yeah.
grand finale. Which one did she say on which again? I can never remember.
I think grand finale is when she's on the enemy team.
Yeah.
I think grand finale is alright. I think I am ready to put on a show isn't. No, I remember. I am ready to put on a show is when she's on the enemy team. Grand finale is when she's on your team. I know this because every single time we find enemy Luna Snow on our matches, I'm like, watch out, she's putting on a show.
Yeah. I don't know if it's cringe, but it's not based.
Do you want to put it in meh?
Yeah, it can go in meh.
Alright, watch me Saw. Where are you going?
Oh my god, yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce what she says in Japanese. I can do it for Iron Fist, I cannot. I'm the wrong type of Asian. It's... In Japanese, it goes pretty hard. It gets nerfed by Watch Me Saw, though.
Quite a bit, yeah.
It can go in a vibe. I don't think it's meh. Like, I wouldn't put her on the same level as
I think it's the only thing keeping her and Shang-Chi out. Not Shang-Chi, sorry, Iron Fist out of base.
Shang-Chi, wow.
I remember I've got a clip somewhere on TikTok of me explaining the difference between Shang-Chi and Iron Fist because someone in my chat didn't know what the difference was and thought they were the same character.
Really?
Alright, cool. So, like, Shang-Chi is the Chinese guy who does Kung Fu and Iron Fist is the white guy who does Kung Fu.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
In this game, though, he's also Chinese.
In this one, no, he actually is Chinese.
He
But
just
they thought that,
invokes
because I was showing a clip from the Shang-Chi movie and they thought it was the Iron Fist Netflix series and I'm like, oh, what's the difference? I thought they were the same character. I was like, right, cool, one of them's white, the other one's Chinese.
Yeah.
Right, would you mess with the Amazing Spider-Man?
Oh, it's so cringe. Like, he wouldn't say this.
No, thing is, right, Spider-Man is cringe, that's why he would say it.
You get a web, and you get a web is fine. Like, that's Spidey humor, I understand. But I think maybe it's because of how much I've been killed by Spider-Mans that don't mess with the Amazing Spider-Man. It's just infuriating to me.
I think he's with Mantis, he's cringe but free.
Yeah, he's cringe but free. Kind of allowed to be because it's his personality.
Because, like, in the comics, he does call himself the Amazing Spider-Man.
Don't mess with the Amazing Spider-Man. We can't, bro. We're in your old. Like, we can't.
Okay, have you... Oh, do you know what? Actually, no, before I say that one, do you know what's going to be in base for sure?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes! Yes!
Easy base.
As a part Mr. Fantastic main, I have to agree. Just because of him laughing as he then bounces.
He's the most unserious character in the game.
I've got this clip I need to show you, and it's me ulting in like that little tunnel on the Midtown map, and because the ceiling's so low, he's just like laughing really fast.
No, he's definitely based.
It's so funny. Yeah. It just hearing Fantastic as someone who grew up loving the Fantastic Four gets me so hyped up.
What does it say when he's on your team? I've never heard him on my team.
He says problem solved.
That's fucking great. I never heard that. I've always had him again on the enemy team, and I always hear Fantastic.
He says problem solved and then starts laughing.
He's such a fucking Chad. I can see why Sue married him.
Yeah.
In fact, where are we going to put Sue Storm?
What? She shields up and disappear.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not cringe, and I don't know if it's meh. I'd say it's a vibe because but.
I think disappear is definitely a vibe. Shields up is kind of basic.
Her yelling disappear does actually go quite hard, so.
My favourite thing is when there's two invisible women and you hear them do the ult back to back every single time.
Yeah.
We've got Rocket, Squirrel Girl, and Thor next. I think Behold the God of Thunder is pretty good.
Yeah, but the God of Thunder's right. What does he say if he's on your team? He says,
Asgard's might.
I am Asgard's might. Yeah, okay. Do you know what? I think if his ult did more, I would be like, he can go in base. He can definitely at least go in a vibe, but his ult is just like, I feel like you have to be in such a position.
I think I put him in base, but I'm gonna say the ult is still kind of shit.
Yeah, it really is. If you
but he doesn't do much.
If you can combo it with like another ult, like the stuns, then it's great.
Yeah,
but
like if you can combine it with Groot, then it's fucking insane.
Yeah, if he just by himself, they can just run away. Like,
I think it's the same as like Fear Magneto, also baseline. My thing is Magneto's ult actually kills people.
yeah.
Like if you're support, you're not making it out alive. But Store, it's easy to get away from.
I got a clip yesterday of me playing Magneto, and I ult just as the enemy Iron Man ult, and I like absorb his ult.
Oh, I fucking love that.
It saves my entire team.
Return to sender.
I remember. Yeah, I literally, and they were like, "Where did it go?" And like literally, I took a clip, and you literally see it curve to go into my ult. It's so funny.
His ult is definitely underrated.
Well, yeah, I think it's just so situational.
I love it every time I hear a Punisher do his like judge, jury, execution. I just send it back to him.
Yeah.
Because you can absorb the whole thing and reverse.
Yeah. When it self-destructs though, it's so embarrassing. I'm like, no one look at me.
Alright, we've got Rocket Raccoon up next. How do you feel about the amplifier? Have you ever enjoyed an amplifier?
Oh my god. It's the way that people online keep being like, yeah, why does he say, hey, did he enjoy the air fryer? I'm like, please. Oh god, what is he? No, if he's on the enemy team, he goes, "This is real firepower."
Yeah,
so
which isn't too bad.
It's not bad, but his ult is shit. That's
do you know what? I want to put him in. I want to put him in meh, purely because his other voice lines, where he's actually like swearing and saying the Larkin, are so much better.
He's swearing. Yeah.
I love it when he uses the safe for work F word.
Yeah.
Like,
have you seen the clip online of him saying "flarking nasty," but it gets cut off? So it sounds like he's about to... Oh my god.
I'm gonna put him in meh purely because like with Moon Knight, all of his other lines are just better.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing ever.
Right, last one, Squirrel Girl. How do you feel about Squirrel Girl?
Oh my god. It has to go in cringe, please. The way she says it is just so grating. It's just so drawn out. I dislike it for the same reason I dislike Star-Lord. It's so drawn out.
Do you know what? We'll put her next to Star-Lord. She can be invited to community standards.
Grill Stampede. Yeah, definitely violating some standards by, with those scrolls. Don't even know if they're on, like, ethical work contracts or anything.
Oh, absolutely. She's paying them less than minimum wage. That's our tier list done based on their ults.
I love how I am Groot, we are Venom, and like hulking out is just like everyone who basically 50% of Mare is everyone who says their own name.
Pretty much, yeah.